Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick. Goes in!
Welcome to Barrington High School and welcome to the 2023 Rhode Island Interscholastic League Girls Lacrosse Playoffs. Take everything from the regular season, throw it out the window. The LaSalle Rams will fight every day for a chance to continue to move forward. They've got a tall test tonight against a team that found themselves not only in the state championship last year, but hoisting a state championship trophy and the Barrington Eagles. From Barrington High School in Barrington, Rhode Island, Matt Ellis alongside with you. Thanks for another edition of Rhode Island High School Girls Lacrosse, our final one of the season. Rams will go with Bella Carty in net, the senior captain alongside her sister Victoria Carty on the back line. Katie McAdams, the freshman, gets the start in net for the Barrington Eagles. Salle coming in, trying to continue the winning streak that they've been on as of late. Beat Lincoln School in the final game of the regular season at LaSalle. And they start the playoffs on the road. 25 minutes on the clock and first half action. Ella Grace at center for the draw. And we're underway here in the first half. Barrington on offense to start as it got scooped up by the 21 of Violet Gagliano. Eagles rotating left to right as they come back across the 9 of Alexandra Hope. Turn inside shot and a score. And a goal from the 23.
Barrington goal scored by number 23, Emma Johnson.
Emma Johnson. And it puts the Eagles on the board early. Back to center, Ella Grace once again on draw. False start. LaSalle ball. And a Lombardi pulled too soon. For the 34, Maddie Goodwin. McSparron. Spillane. It was Spillane trying to look for a spot from the 12, nothing there. Spillane cuts inside. Go with that Euro step move. Kicks off loose ball, caught up in the grass, flicked at by Ella Grace, and they're going to call her on the trap. This is the 9 of Alexandra Hope as she carries far side. Inside cut shot and a pre-positioned shot coming on the shooting space violation. And Alex Hope will have it. Hope from the 8. And Cardi blocks it. Push from behind will allow for the Rams to scoot the ball up and continue forward into midfield. Good check from the Barrington defense as it moved craftily. And 12 of Julia Souza. Grace on the backside. Ella Grace tried to come around looking for a pass through the slot. Could not get it to McNamara. McNamara is going to go to X. Switches with Ella Grace. Ella Grace wraparound shot and a save made by McAdams. Scooped up by Amy LaBelle as she exits defensively for the Eagles. Quick 1-2 as they got that one forward for Lombardi. Inside cut up over top. Cardi makes the save. And it kicks all the way back out for Lombardi, and the Eagles will reset. 21 left to go here in the first half. 2 25-minute halves in high school girls lacrosse. Differential from the 4-15s played in college. Inside, and a shot and a score. And it comes off the 20 of Anna Lombardi, her first of the game. It's 2-0 Eagles.
Eagles goal scored by number 20, Anna Lombardi.
Rams defense is going to talk this one out. 2 goals in the first 4.5. Grace pulls that one up, collision with McSparron. I believe that might have been on the back line. And McSparron tried to flick it. Ends up in the Eagles' stick. Quick turnover and a shot and a score from Gagliano.
Barrington goal scored by number 21, Violet Gagliano.
And the Barrington Eagles showing again why they're one of the top teams in the state, defending state champions. And looking like they might once again be on a collision course with the Moses Brown Quakers. Semifinals neutral site at Cranston Stadium. Finals at Brown this year. As Grace tries to pick that one off of the long grass. It's a hard shift in your game when you go from synthetic sprint turf to a natural grass field. Good shot there across the 8. Came from Alex Hope. Eagles cycle this one from the top of the 12. Lombardi inside to Hope, went for the deck and off of Cardi's leg. Scooped up in the back corner. Hope once again tried to come across. That one got picked out of midair. Errant pass, turnover, shot. Cardi comes across. Charlotte Daniela had all of it, and Cardi went horizontal. Rams get the restart. Spillane sends that one across. Rams can bring it inside. Ella Grace from X position. Grace tries to wrap around herself, looking for a shooting space call, won't get it. Across the 8, bounce shot, score! Rams on the board. The tricky little wraparound bounce from Ella Grace. Has to go right back to center. And Grace is going to win that one on the draw. So Grace and McNamara set up along the back line. Spillane up top of the 12 now. Cuts that one over for Grace Lynch. Inside spin. And the Rams will have to settle back quickly into defense. Loose ball. Charlotte Danielle picks that up. Eagles can set their offense now. Inside shot score. For one and a second goal. For the 23 in white and yellow. $17.5 left to play here in the first half. High draw from Grace, scooped up by Lombardi. Lombardi sent that one forward for Alex Hope. Back for Lombardi once again. Stopped inside the 12, tic-tac-toe. A nifty move for Gagliano to pick up her second of the game. Everybody was keyed in on Alex Hope. False start. And they're going to wave the draw if they're going to say both of them went same time, which was before the signal. So they'll reset the draw. McSparron trying to dig for it. Won by Alex Hope instead. Back for Hope up top. Over top of the 12, Hope will circle that one down onto the edge of the wing. Errant passes. She tried to go there for the 27 of Emily Horn. Scooped by the Rams. Good check from behind. They're going to give continuation. Continuing past him, McSparron got scooped up. Cardi had to come back quickly and made the save. Inside the circle. They're not going to let that one go. And Cardi will have plenty of space now to be able to make this pass. Rams set the offense. I like Grace underneath. Grace is going to go for the wraparound cut that scored the first goal of the game for the Rams. Good one. Push called. Goodwin gets the free start. Goodwin cut inside. That looked close to being a check up high. Now they're going to call it. A good one from the edge of the 8. Barrington jumped. Good one. We'll get this one again. Got it. Goodwin scores, and it's 5-2.
Number 34, Madeline Goodwin.
Both of Rams' goals scored on free positions from the 8. Adams will have to make an adjustment on that for the Eagles as this game continues. 1-2 shot score. And 6-pack in the first half for the Eagles. And wait a minute.
Scored by number 12, Charlotte Danella.
And Charlotte Danella is going to pick up the goal. As the clouds start to roll in. And if you kind of can't see it to the left of us, it's starting to get pretty ominous looking. Keep our eyes on that as this game pursues. Gagliano. Crisscross, did it get in? It did.
Eagles goal scored by number 27, Emily Horn.
Emily Horn gets the pass from X and pops it home for goal number 7. Time out called by the Rams. 7-2, 14 left to play here in the first half.
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
'Oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
$14 left to play here in the first half. 7-2, Barrington over Well, Salle Academy Rams. Rams have 2 goals on 8s. Barrington has scored at will from just about every possible spot. Free positions, bounce, toss over top from X. And a draw that is controlled by the Eagles once again. Gagliano has her name on the score sheet a couple of times. So 2 to Charlotte Danella, Emily Horn. Alex Hope as they're spreading the scoring around. Gagliano. Danella. Dropped that one back at midfield, and it's scooped up by the Eagles. Free position shot called before the shot for the score. So Alex Hope will get that one from I checked that. Nope, it is Hope. It is Alex Hope, and she scores.
Barrington goal scored by number 9, Alex Hope.
This game's starting to get dangerously close to running away from the Rams. High draw comes down. Trap this time called on Barrington. Goodwin has one of the 2 goals for the Rams as she tries to weave through 4 Barrington defenders. Maddie Goodwin on a race. Ball right at the line, dropped into the circle, picked up by McAdams. High check. And from the 8. Dana. Free position. Cuts inside, goes downstairs, scores.
Eagles goal scored by number 12, Charlotte Danella.
Changing the circles, they're going to go with Goodwin now instead of Grace. Putting Grace on the outside of the circle, try to see if they can gain better draw control. This one will not get picked up as Spillane was fighting for it. Eagles have it back on offense once again. There's Danila. For the 8 of Stella Hillier. And Lombardi inside cut as Lombardi dumped that one off. Shot and a score from Gagliano.
Eagles goal scored by number 27, Emily Horn.
Check that. They're going to give it to Emily Horn. Apologies, thought we saw 21. Or the 27 of Horn. Lights are on as the clouds roll in. Goodwin from the 12. Raines tried to cut across. Now McSperrin's going to go for a cutter. Goodwin. It's bumped. McSperrin. Inside for Ella Grace. Behind the back score.
Rams goal scored by number 30, Ella Grace.
Ella Grace, that spin shot goes over top of the shoulder. Seen her do that so many times during the season. One more time here. And she puts her second of the game for the third Rams goal in 10-3, 10.5 left to go. Trying to reach out her stick for it was Spillane. McSperrin right there as well as they try to go tete-a-tete for that one. Annie LaBelle. Long distance pass across onto the 18 of Grace Comfort. And Comfort ran into a dogfight between Grace Comfort and the 34 of Maddie Goodwin. Those two ladies just checked each other back and forth a couple of times. LaSalle trying to clear her out of the zone, and this one will get called. Grace Lynch clears that one all the way down. Grace wrap around top shelf, save McAdams. Eagles defense will scoop this one up, trying to get out of the backside of the zone if she can. The 21 of Gagliano. Stella Hillier. And a whistle. An infraction called against the Eagles. Good one. McSperrin cuts inside, push. Called from the corner, and they're going to give the position and the shot blocked by the Eagles defense. Lombardi. Cross for Gagliano. Eagles will work to cycle this one around. 7.5 left to go here in the first half. They can chew clock. With a sizable lead already, Gagliano will pick this one back up, top of the 12. Shot and a score from inside, and that's Horn once again.
Barrington goal scored by number 27, Emily Horn.
That's her third. So a hat trick for Emily Horn here in the first half. Grace went up on the draw, trying to get the control. Well, the 34 of Maddie Goodwin. Goodwin got checked high. So the Rams fans in attendance wanted to check to the head, did not get called. Always one of the most desired and sometimes not always gotten calls in lacrosse. McSparron dives inside, free position shot called. So McSparron from the right side of the 8. 2 of the 3 goals for the Rams from the 8. McSparron makes it 3 of 4.
The Salle goal scored by number 24, Madeline McSparron.
Goodwin against the 20 of Lombardi. Goodwin carries that one down around the 12. Sets with McSparron. Ella Grace goes to X. Worked inside shot. McAdams is looking for it. And it's inside of the crease. Contact on the outside. As the Eagles get the infraction. We start with Gagliano. X play underneath. Comes back up top once again. Gagliano works across that top line. The 20 of Lombardi. Wing players Hillier. Switch out for Lombardi on the outside now. Back center Gagliano. Gagliano goes out to the wing of the 8. Gagliano trying to get space, nowhere to go. Horn comes on a wraparound check. And they're going to say over top, and it's going to give the shooting space violation to Horn. Emily Horn, a chance for her 4th of the game. And she scores. Emily Horn, fourth of the game in 12-4.
Eagles goal scored by number 27, Emily Horn.
And a win for the Rams on the draw. Maddie Goodwin starts this one in the final 3 3/4 of the first half. Eight-goal differential as a push called from behind on the Eagles from just off the edge of the 8. Gives an opportunity for the Rams. The hard angle to spin in on Grace goes right off of McAdams, and it bounces back. That hit off of McAdams' helmet and rolled right back in the line. Quick transition the other way and a save by Cardi and a check from behind. We'll give the ball to Victoria Cardi. Victoria Cardi as she tries to pull that one out. Got hit, loose ball turnover. Spillane trying to get this one back for the Rams. Ava Spillane right through midfield. Spillane is on a run. She's going to try to go coast to coast. Spillane turned it over for Grace, and she couldn't pull it down. Ella Grace could not pull it down at the last second, and they're going to call creasing on Barrington. Gives the Rams the ball. Minute 40 left to go here in the first. McSparron spinning left, spinning right. Nowhere for her to go. Has to come all the way back up top. Spillane has that trip off of her stick. And they're going to call Spillane for the hold over top. Danla. Shot, score on the deck.
Barrington goal scored by number 12.
And Charlotte Danla has had a first half as well. Inside of the last minute to play here in the half. Goodwin trying to scoop this up one more time. Will get the call. Rams going to look for one more. A loose ball popped out of Spillane's stick, picked back up by the Eagles. Reobtained for the Rams quickly. Awareness of time for the Rams, and there's a high check. We'll get a free position shot. Can the Rams make it 4 or 5 from the 8? It's a great stat in a close game. And they called the 8 of Stella Hillier on a yellow card for cross-checking to the head. And she's in the box for 2, and that'll carry over. From behind, we'll send her back to the 8. And we'll do it again. Shot, bounce shot, score. Rams will pick up their 5th.
Rams goal scored by number 27.
Draw play carried across. Quick 1-2 as they try to go here in the final seconds. Yes! Count it!
Eagles goal scored by number 20, Anna Lombardi.
Anna Lombardi, 0.8 of a second before the half, puts goal number 14 on the board for the Eagles. And we do not have tenths of a second on our clock, so you're going to see zeros for 0.8 of a second as the ball gets flicked up into the air, and that will be the half. 14-5 after 1, 25 minutes left to decide this quarterfinal matchup here from Barrington.
And the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone. That is a touchdown.
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Oh, Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Steps in, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a
Back here in a 14-5 game, second half of action. They put 25 minutes on the board, 14-5. Eagles over the Rams. Eagles will go left to right on the broadcast screen. Goodwin wins the draw. Rams try to get a start here in the second half. And a high check called for McSperrin to get free position. 4 or 5 from the 8. McSperrin 5 of 6. It is one of the hardest things to stop in lacrosse, that 1v1 free position from the 8. You don't have the defense able to attack in. It's you against the goaltender, or if you're the goaltender, it's you against the shooter. It's like taking a penalty kick in soccer. You just got to guess. 14-6, a minute left on the advantage. On the contact to the head, yellow card to Stella Hillier. Eagles drop down underneath. Lombardi. Is that up top? Rardanola. Cutting to the wing underneath is Emily Horn. Emily Horn, 4 goals on the game today. Eagles are going to work the clock here in the second half well in their favor. In 3 seconds, they're going to get Hillier back. 2-1. Penalty is over. And even strength for the Eagles. Stella Hillier back in place. Hillier is going to run on a cut. Comes across, shot. And that one long, but Eagles will maintain possession. Gagliano with the attempt. Stella Hillier. Hillier picks that one up from the wing. Alex Hope. Danella. Charlotte Danella shot score. 15th goal of the game for the Eagles and another one for Charlotte Danella. .22-28 left to play. Quarterfinal game here for the Eagles and Rams. Winner goes to the semifinals at Cranston Stadium Finals. That's Stevenson Pincey at Brown. So last home game of the season for the Eagles. And Lombardi scooped that one. This is going to be slow offensive motion from the Eagles here in the second half. Protect the ball, protect the lead. Curlin side shot score from Stella Hillier. Ten-goal lead at 16-6. And into that running clock rule now for the Eagles. Grace. It's beat out to the loose ball by Gagliano. Alex Hope dumps this one down for the Eagles, going for a wraparound shot wide. Cardi will chase that one to the back line. Died right before the boundary line. And a loose ball, and they're going to call the bump on LaSalle. False start. Called on Gagliano. Rams ball as this one comes down. Inside of the 12 turn. McSparron. Spillane. Nowhere for her to go. Roundabout on the X position from Ella Grace. Picked back up by Goodwin. Goodwin cuts inside. Peels back. McSparron inside. Check to the arm. We'll give McSparron the 8. McSparron inside save made by McAdams that time. Only the second miss on a free position from the 8 for the Rams tonight. Bounce shot stamped on by Cardi. Cardi. Restart sent wide. Eagles picked that one up. Opportunity here for the 13 of Hannah Jackson. And a chance we're going to see the Barrington Eagles go down the bench here in this second half. Kick saved by Cardi. On the attempt from Hope. bounds off Gagliano. Rams clear this one into the final third. Alec Grace trying to get the pick up. Free position called. And it may be for the check on Grace Lynch, and it is. So it's going to be Lynch from the 8. Grace Lynch shot score. 16-7 brings it back inside the line.
Salle goal scored by number 16, Grace Lynch.
And they'll stop the clock with 16:50 left to go here in half number 2. So Ella Grace was that whistled by the referee? It was not. Anna Lombardi waiting for the whistle. Got it checked out of the back of her stick. Referee hadn't given the start yet. Eagles bring this one around. Lombardi back up top. Quick 1-2 as they switch wings to Danlaw. Push high elbow from the 9 of Alex Hope, and Rams ball. Rams are going to get position from the 12 on the walkout. So indirect as McSperrin went and false start. Across the outside, Hillier, and they want the push called. They're going to get it this time. Stella Hillier. Check from behind by Lynch. Hillier picked up the bounce. Off for Danla. Lombardi. Fourteen and a half left to go. Hillier. Goes 1-2 with Lombardi, and Hillier shot wide. Rams first to it on the back line. Will pick up the ball. Victoria Cardi. Long distance passes. Alec Grace connects inside, and free position called in the shooting space violation. We'll give Grace from the 8. Alec Grace, top of the 8 against McAdams. Scores. Ella Grace picks up another one. And it's 16-8, lead cut in half by the Rams.
Grace.
Timeout called by Barrington. 13:35 left to play.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and
13:34 left to play here in regulation. A 16-8 game. Barrington Eagles over the LaSalle Rams. Rams just scored on the pre-position from the 8 to make it 16-8. Timeout called by the Eagles as they've had the lead cut in half. Had it plus 10 at one point in this game, had the running clock for a couple of minutes as Grace gets cut high. Ella Grace, not to be confused with Charlotte Grace or Grace Lynch. Maddie Goodwin. Goodwin works with McSperrin on the back line. McSperrin's going to cut across. Goodwin goes on the wraparound. Cuts back across the 8. Goodwin still holding. Cradles inside, comes back out for the aforementioned Grace Lynch. Lynch inside, Lynch bumped. Shot, score! And they'll say good goal. Grace Lynch.
Rams goal scored by number 16, Grace Lynch.
Hold on. 9 goals for the Rams. 16-9, 12:48. What a second half this has been. Barrington had the dagger as well, scoring 0.8 of a second before the halftime. High draw pulled down by Lombardi. Gagliano. Danla from the corner. Off the grass as it's scooped up by Gagliano. Inside turn, Charlie Danla score.
Eagles goal scored by number 12, Charlotte Danella.
That might be a double hat trick for her. $17-9 for the Eagles. Grace and Lombardi. Maddie Goodwin for the Rams. Goodwin. Top of the 12 as she's pushed from behind. Goodwin inside. Arm is up. They're going to say good goal. Goodwin makes it a 7-goal game. 17-10. 11 and change left to go here. And then Lacrosse, that is not out of the reach. The Eagles will win this one on the draw. Interception. Well, they were trying to go up on the top corner for Lombardi. Goodwin pushed out. Comes across for Grace Lynch. Lynch tried to come across again, got her own misdirection. A check called on the Eagles. Will give it to Lynch. Spillane on the outside wing. Goodwin works with Ella Grace as Goodwin goes to X. Wrap around. Goodwin looking for the deck, hits it. And chased by Ella Grace for the back line. Grace on the restart with McSperrin. McSperrin cuts inside. And shooting space called. McSperrin from the wing of the 8. Dangerous spot for her. Goes indirect. Spillane. McSperrin didn't like the lane that she saw. Goes for a top shot score. Maddie McSperrin. Hang on to your hats, folks.
The South goal scored by number 24, Maddie McSperrin.
Six-goal differential, 17-11. Eagles have scored once this half. I like Grace. Grace from behind. Gagliano pushed her. Lucky to get away with just the garden variety foul. No card issued. McSperrin picks this one up. This is going to be a chippy final 9.5. Trip to Cranston Stadium in the semifinals on the line. High shot trying to go for the top corner. Was Goodwin. Goodwin from X for Ella Grace. Rams offense will settle. Grace goes on the wraparound. McAdams the save. Grace got pushed, and I think they're going to call that one. Conversation between the referees. Ella Grace still on the grass. They're going to call for the training staff. Ella Grace is up before the trainers even get to her. I think they're going to have a conversation with her. Now the conversation is free position from the 8 or is it a card? No call at all. Amy LaBelle with the ball behind the Barrington goal, and it's Eagles ball. So they're just going to call a little loose ball collision. As LaBelle went for the pickup, they're going to call up check on LaBelle. Referee's trying to balance a little bit here. McSperrin comes back. They call the check. It's going to be indirect from the 12. McNamara. Grace Lynch. Spillane. Nifty little roll off, gets that one underneath. Goodwin trying to go for a wraparound. Up high over top is the call, and so it will give a free position from the 8 for Goodwin. That hack check from up top, false start, Barrington. And 20 of Anna Lombardi jumped. They're going to stop the clock. Back to the 8 once again as they cut inside on Goodwin before she was able to get the shot off. That time Goodwin sends it. Trying to go for McNamara and open things up. Lynch. McSparron. McSparron getting pushed all the way back out of the 12. Spillane inside shot score. Ava Spillane. Five-goal differential at 17-12. Five and a half left to play. Rams need a goal a minute over the remainder of this game to pull this one back level. What a second half from the Rams. They looked down and out of this one at the halftime break. It has been all Rams here in the second half. This is going to leave Barrington scratching their head. And the draw control to the Rams as Spillane got checked on the ground ball. McSparron will scoop that one up as she got a little bit of a moving pick from Grace Lynch. Lynch. Spillane up top. They will go to Spillane from just outside the edge of the 12 as Ella Grace cuts back on the corner. Grace will wrap around, switch with McNamara at X. McNamara cuts out to the outside. High check. And that one might be a card. No, they're not going to call it. Good one from the 12. McSparron scores!
Rams goal scored by number 24, Maddie McSparron.
.419. This is all of a sudden a 4-goal game. Tale of two halves. I don't think Barrington has a remaining timeout. They may be stuck if this game gets any further. Grace from center. No, check that. It's the 34 of Goodwin. Goodwin wins the draw. I was looking at Grace pinching in on the back line. Well, that circle, and Goodwin just plucked it out of midair herself. Rams aware of time. McSparron Spillane! It hit the crossbar and came out. That is about as close to hitting net as you can get without hitting net. Spillane dinged that one right off the crossbar. Goodwin. Goodwin cuts inside open space. Shot, score! .332 and a 3-goal game.
Salle goal scored by number 34.
And the Barrington Eagles had to get whistled back to the circle. They were taking all the time they could possibly do talking about that one. Goodwin back to the circle again after she just scored. Grace on the outside along with Spillane on the opposite corner. Lynch in the circle. Whistled. False start. Rams ball. Timeout called by LaSalle. 17-14, 3:20 left to go.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Do not blink, do not adjust your screen. That is correct. We are down to a 3-goal game. 3 and change left to play here in the second half. 17-14 Eagles over the Rams. The Eagles have only scored 1 goal here in the first 22 minutes played of this second half. 3 left to go. Good win for the Rams. Spillane. McSperrin. Eagles at a point in this second half actually had running clock. Cuts inside, shot, score! Who the heck is 27?
Salle goal scored by number 27, Addison Towie.
Oh, is that who it is? Jeez. Addison Towie is a 27 for LaSalle, and that's her second of the game. Anna Lombardi for the Eagles, and they can try to slow it down. 2:45 left to go. A 2-goal game. There's going to be a lot of noise out of everywhere in this stadium. Eagles push this one back a little bit. Down ball play from X. Danla Rams need to push. 2 left to play. They need to. Eagles are just trying to cycle this one through and cycle out the clock. Coming across. Shot off of the post. Loose ball comes all the way back outside of the third. Right at the retention line. Good pickup for Lombardi. Whistle. And space violation called inside of the final 2. It'll stop the clock. And this is a statement point for the Eagles. Is it from the 8? Anna Lombardi from the 8. Cross score. Emily Horn for 18-15.
Eagles goal scored by number 27, Emily Horn. Assisted by number 20, Anna Lombardi.
They're going to send Goodwin back to the circle. 95 seconds separating the Barrington Eagles from holding on to this game in a semifinal at Cranston Stadium. They're going to get that one. Eagles can run it out. Rams are going to try to pressure. Victoria Cardi now pressures up. Goodwin pressures up. Final minute. Hellier. Loose ball. Everyone battling for it. And now they're going to call Rams ball in the final 40 seconds. Everyone on top. Picked up. Cardi's out of the square. Shot, score. And that'll do it. Gagliano will send the Eagles to the semifinals.
Barrington goal scored by number 21, Violet Gagliano.
A valiant effort from the Rams. A thrilling second half, had it down. To being within striking distance, needed 2 goals with 2 minutes left to play. And it gets pushed back open by a staunch Eagles defense. This one is going to be Rams ball, and that will, for all intent and purpose, take us to the end. Ella Grace through midfield. Grace bottled up. McSperrin loose ball. They'll whistle it with 3 seconds, and that'll be it. Barrington Eagles hold on. As they pick up a 19-15 win to advance to the semifinals at Cranston Stadium.
7 p.m. at Cranston Stadium versus East Greenwich High School.
And they'll play the East Greenwich Avengers in the semi. Is there a collision course with Moses Brown to come? We'll see. But that'll do it for us tonight. From Barrington High School, 19-15, Eagles win. Good night.